And a good Sunday, everybody. Today, of course, is the 28th of March, 2021. My name is Jewel, and this is the Weather Channel of J7409. This video sent in by Robert's Girl showing all the hail that happened around Concord, North Carolina. And I want to stop it for a minute. Look at that hail. It's pea-size hail. This happened in just a severe thunderstorm yesterday around Concord, North Carolina. This is only pea size, but if your vehicles are out, it can make pings and damage occur. It can make pings and damage occur. It can crack your windshield. We had a rough day from Texas to North Carolina yesterday with the severe weather. Just wanted to share this with you and say thank you, Robert's Girl, for sending this in. I appreciate it a lot. And if you have any weather pictures that you would like to share, please click Show More. Scroll down. You'll find my email address to send them to. I would appreciate it a lot. Also, you'll find my collab buddy, Ann Dale Homestead, at the Colony there. Her link is there. You can check her out also. I would appreciate it. Let's go ahead and check out where severe weather might occur for today. Yesterday, Tennessee had a rough time. Western Tennessee had a rough time. My heart goes out to everyone over there. I know you had a lot of rain. You've got flooding going on. You had hail. There was tornadoes from Texas to North Carolina yesterday, folks. All the way across from Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. South Carolina had a brief tornado, just moved on and on. Today, scattered severe storms are likely along this advancing cold front. Now, it's going to get much cooler after this severe weather passes through. A lot cooler, folks, so go ahead and prepare yourself for it. Now, it's looking like these severe storms, once this cold front gets pushing it closer to us, these storms could occur from the mid-Atlantic into the Carolinas. Now, the highest confidence in damaging winds is in southeastern Virginia and the vicinity of southeastern Virginia. A little farther south and west, we have a few strong to severe storms that are possible from Mississippi into Georgia. Now, I have already posted in the community page the hazardous weather outlooks. You can see right in here. This is the most prevalent part. This is up to a number 3. Everybody else in the yellow is a 2. Don't let that fool you. These storms are something else. That video I just showed you, that storm came up really fast. It didn't last very long, but it did have high winds and hail in it. Now, so far as the tornado probability itself is from the Piedmont of North Carolina to northeastern North Carolina, moving up into Delaware, as you can see, moving right on along a large portion of Virginia. Everybody else, you got a 2% chance, 5% chance. More than likely, it's going to heat up today in a lot of places. Probably one of the warmest days we've had yet. That's a bad thing, because when that happens, and a lot of us may even see the sunshine if it's cloudy now, that's a bad thing because that makes these storms more intense. So far as the wind goes, in this black outlined area here, this is where it is significant wind is going to happen. Significant wind from the Piedmont to northeastern North Carolina, moving right on up, as you can see. It slacks off a little when it gets right to the edge of New Jersey. Then you guys all the way up here, even in Long Island, you can see Connecticut, a little bit of Massachusetts, Pennsylvania. The wind's going to blow and pick up all the way back down to Mississippi at a 5% chance. Now, so far as hail, we all got the same thing going on from north and central Georgia, eastern Tennessee, parts of South Carolina, just about the whole state of North Carolina and the whole state of Virginia, and for the mid to eastern sections of West Virginia, moving on up into the Delmarva Peninsula. Stay safe, folks. You never know what's going to come out of these storms. So please, please be safe and keep aware of what's going on in your area. Now, as we take a look at my future radar right quick, you can see the time stamps for everybody right up here. This is set for 11 o'clock my time right now, Eastern Daylight Time. You can see these storms are moving on through. Let's hop up to what it looked like at 8 a.m. this morning. You can see we had severe thunderstorms happening in Tennessee and portions of upper Mississippi at this time. But then we hop to 11 o'clock. You can see they're moving across. 2 p.m. this afternoon, 5 p.m. this afternoon. More of these storms are firing up down in Alabama, looking like approaching portions of South Carolina, maybe in Mississippi. This should just be a thunderstorm in the panhandle of Florida, but everybody needs to pay attention. These are wild storms. 8 p.m. this evening's getting closer to the coast. You can see this is going to be bringing rain all the way up to portions of Maine and some ice. You can see where the cold front's pushing through. Some ice is up here, and it will bring snow up in the northeast before it's all over. 11 p.m. tonight. It always happens this way, always on the eastern coastline here. It's always at night when these storms come through. 2 a.m. in the morning, everything should be pushed out. And you can see the snow's on the backside down in New York, parts of Pennsylvania. Also, we have another system coming in to the west, bringing snow from Washington State, Idaho, Montana, and portions of Oregon. So, folks, this is kind of a timeline down in Florida. 2 a.m. in the morning, you could be getting some thunderstorms happening as it moves on across. Here's 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, 5 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, quitting time when most folks are getting off. Stay safe, please watch your skies, and stay aware of what's going on around you. Let's take a quick look at the temperatures for today. My, oh my, where these storms may be coming through. Look how it's going to heat up. Portions of Florida, 91. Eastern North Carolina, we're going to hit 80. Could get a little even warmer than that, all the way up into the areas that are most significant for severe storms. 81 degrees in Virginia. Look at that. Moving right on up. Now, warm temps are going to be in Texas in the 70s, or I should say pleasant temps. Looking like Oklahoma, you're getting that cool down already with highs in the 60s for today. You can tell up around the Great Lakes, you guys are in the cooler sections with 40s and 50s going on. Out west in Oregon, we've got 50s going on with 67 as you head to the eastern part of the state. Washington State in the 50s and 60s and 71s in the eastern part as its cold front pushes through to the western sections, 49 degrees. Once that cold front pushes off, it's going to be a lot cooler for a lot of us, folks. Look here, over in eastern North Carolina, we're going to dip down in the 40s. And before this week is over, we could hit some 30s for nighttime lows. See how it's cooling on up from New Jersey in the 40s for tonight. Warm spot, Florida, you're going to be in the 60s, and you got to get all the way down to around Miami before you're going to be in the 70s tonight. You can see the temps right in here. Texas looking like mostly 40s and 50s. Oklahoma in the mid-40s. Tennessee, western Tennessee, maybe 40 degrees in the 30s everywhere else. And like I say, folks, before this week is over, we're all going to have a little touch of much cooler weather. It won't last forever before we warm back up, though. And here's a quick look at the NAM 12KM Near Surface Reflectivity Map. This goes through the next 84 hours. Courtesy of Tropical Tidbits, let's turn it on and I will let you know what's happening for everyone in the lower 48. This low pressure system located over the upper Great Lakes for the morning hours of today, it's going to bring this trailing cold front. Then that's going to be the focus for active weather across the eastern U.S. today. Heavy rain overnight and this morning has led to numerous flash flood reports, and water rescues have happened in Tennessee. Flash flood watches and warnings remain in effect, and the threat of heavy rain and severe thunderstorms should shift east and into the southern Appalachians and the mid-Atlantic by midday today. Now, I've showed you from the Storm Prediction Center the highlighted areas, southeast Virginia and far northeast North Carolina. We have the best chances, guys, for severe weather today. That includes damaging wind gusts, isolated tornadoes, should be the main concerns across these regions, along with heavy rain that's going to lead to flash flooding across the southern Appalachians. Moving farther north, we have moderate rain, isolated thunderstorms. They should swing through the northeast this evening, and the rain could mix with snow across the northern New England areas, as I've showed you, as this cold front exits into the Atlantic Ocean by Monday. Chilly temperatures, gusty winds will entail the region, as well as light snow showers for the interior northeast. Meanwhile, we got a strong cold front. It's also set to impact the Pacific Northwest, Northern Rockies, and Northern High Plains today before quickly pushing into the Southern Plains by Tuesday morning. Now, heavy mountain snow is going to be found across the Cascades of Washington and Oregon, the Clearwater region of Idaho, as well as northwest Montana. Specific snowfall totals of 1 to 2 feet are possible across the higher elevations in Washington, where there are winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories issued at this time. However, the most widespread hazard associated with this system will be high winds that are forecast to impact a very large area from the northwest to the high plains. Now, these wind gusts are up to 60 miles per hour, and they can bring down power lines and trees. Now, winds of this magnitude can also make travel very dangerous if you're in a high-profile vehicle. Now, be safe about it, okay? These wind warnings and watches are issued across the high plains, and the combination of these gusty winds and warm temperatures and relatively low humidity, well, that's going to make the conditions ripe for wildfires to spread uncontrollably. It's a critical fire weather risk for much of eastern Montana and far western North Dakota today. And it's looking like the fire weather threat is going to shift then south into eastern Colorado and the southern high plains by Monday, with red flag warnings and fire weather watches posted from Montana to New Mexico. That's a check of your weather today. If you haven't subscribed and you're into the weather, please do so. Click that bell and check off all to make sure you get all my latest videos as I put them out. I would appreciate it a lot. Have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day, and much peace, love, and kindness to each and every one of you. Thanks so much for watching.